Agata Romanowska, I would like to interview David Lowe, the Radio North Angus radio man. I have a few questions for you today.
Just a few.
What is the best thing about being a radio presenter?
I could say when each program finishes,
Okay.
because then you don't have to worry about mistakes. But no, I just enjoy the music. That's the best bit.
I know you have a teaching background. How long you were a teacher?
I taught for 36 years,
Okay.
35 in the same school. Shocking lack of ambition. But I enjoyed it. It was good.
Which part of your job you enjoyed the most?
What, the teaching? When you got somebody to do something they didn't think they could do, that gave a real buzz. When somebody came up to you and said, I've got it now. Yes, that's good.
Yeah.
That and playtimes.
Who is your audience? Who are you eyeing your
Right.
program?
I've got 3 programs. Two are very similar, dealing with 50s, 60s or 70s. So I'm aiming for people my generation, old decrepit beings who remember that. And the 3rd program is just a general mix of everything from modern stuff right way back to 40s. Yeah. So yes, old people like me.
Yeah. What led you to a career in a radio?
It's a long, complicated story, so I'll shorten it. I'd always wanted to do it as a kid. All my friends used to play guitars, play drums, and I'd worked out, well, okay, pop stars on Top of the Pops once a fortnight. Presenters on every week. So I fancied it from that moment.
How did you find this job when you first started it?
Scary. When somebody says to you, you've got an audience of 80,000 people, you freeze. You think, oh my goodness, you'll make a mistake, and you do.
Yeah.
But the trick is, and you've cracked it when you start saying, well, I've made a mistake, so what? Let's go and make the next.
It was easy for you just to cope with such a difficult feelings on the beginning.
No, it took a few months, but after that, I think you get hardened to mistakes, like I said, and if you worry about them, other people will worry. You know? So early on, I used to have a spot mistake competition, not for the program, for that half-hour spot.
What is your favourite part of your job?
Favourite part of being presenter? I think coming across a tune you used to like and then you've forgotten existed. A good example is Way of Life from the Family Dog in 1968. I bought it in 68, played it for the whole of 68, and then forgot it. Played it last month and I thought, oh yeah, I remember that. It's good. You feel young again.
How many shows do you do in a week, and when we can hear you?
3 shows a week. Tuesday morning, 7:30 in the morning till 10. That was today. Monday morning, 10 a.m. till 11:30. That's a short one. And Saturday morning, 10 a.m. till 12:30. That's the main program.
And which kind of music we can expect?
Saturday is 60s, definitely, 1960s. Everything from the Beatles to Marianne Faithfull to Rolling Stones, Frank Sinatra, the whole lot. And everyone a jam.
Yes, of course, everyone could enjoy
Yeah.
it too. What was your favorite station to listen when you were a child?
Right, now this is in the days before I was a child. That's going back a long way. This goes back to before Radio 1. We used to have Radio Scotland, Radio Luxembourg, which still exists, I think, Radio Caroline. I'm sure other people have their own favourite stations. I used to listen to Radio Caroline and Radio Luxembourg. As a colleague of mine really loved Radio London. I couldn't stand it. Too English. I shouldn't say that.
Have you seen any changes in Arbroath since you were young?
Well, I don't come from Arbroath. I've only been here 41 years. So I'm still an incomer. But yeah, there have been lots of changes. Certain things knocked down that shouldn't have been, certain things that were built that shouldn't have been. There's more, I think, for young children to do in Arbroath than there used to be. but less perhaps for 18, 19, 20-year-olds. I think Harborough's a pretty town. It's become a bit more commercialised as regards tourism, but no, I think Harborough's a nice town, and it's going in the right direction.
It's a nice place to
Yeah.
live. What it is about that industry that keeps you wanting to do it for living?
Well, I don't do a radio presenter for a living. I'm retired now,
Okay.
so I do it for nothing. I must be an idiot. It's nothing to do with earning a living. It's just the enjoyment you get from doing it.
Who would you say has influenced your career path the most? Do you have any
Oh, well,
favorite?
if you go back to when I was a child and didn't know what I wanted to do, so I actually left school without knowing what I wanted to do. I suppose the biggest influence was a couple of ex-girlfriends who told me the job I was doing was absolute rubbish and I should do something else. And my parents were both teachers and told me not to go into teaching. So I did, just to spite. So yeah, the biggest influences.
Yeah. What advice would you like to give to people who you invite to your studio?
Relax. Don't worry about making a mistake, I'll do that for you. Okay? And I actually do say that to them. Relax, sit down, enjoy it. And I gave them a couple of questions first. And yeah, I think if they enjoy it, then they open up more, they speak more. And that's great for me, I don't have to speak at all.
What are your plans for the future?
Ooh, right, that's a cracking question. Job-wise, I have none. So I suppose plans for the future will be personal plans, and that's just be happy, enjoy what I do, and do as much as I can.
So do you have any hobby or something you...
Yes, washing
love to
dishes,
do?
doing the dusting, the hoovering, everything my wife tells me to do. Any hobbies? Yeah, I actually started writing a book 10 years ago. I started to do chapter 2. Researching family tree, and I've got 50 or 60 years of photographs to catalogue. So that should keep me going about 30 years. Oh, and bowling, thank you. I just remember that. Bowling, I do what they call bowls here, where you throw this stupid bowl down a stupid piece of grass. And I'm, without doubt, the worst player in our Arbroath. And I don't mind. I enjoy it. And that's about, the plans, enjoy what you're doing.
Would you like to publish your book?
No, too much hard
Just
work.
for you?
Just for me. Too much hard work. Anyway, I probably won't get it finished.
So,
Okay.
thank you very much
Not
for
at all.
your
I
time
thoroughly
today.
enjoyed that.